I've got, my questions are going to be short and sweet, but I can tell you just this, that I think we share in the fact that energy is the key. Energy, oh gosh, I don't have my mic on. Okay. Well, okay. Good enough. I'm talking loud enough anyway. But nevertheless, energy is such a key that opens every door, in my opinion, every single door. And the world is starving for us, America, to lead the way. And I believe we share that thought. I believe we share the thought that electricity, if we don't watch out, will become a crisis like we can't imagine. And we absolutely need to be prepared and move forward in that. But we've got a problem along the way. Permitting has gotten totally outrageous. And absolutely, we all want it to be fair and proper and not endanger our environment. We all share in that. But absolutely, I ask you, Governor, I ask you, please, tell us your thoughts on how we're going to approach this, how we're going to approach this, the issues with fish and wildlife, and on and on and on. Please tell us.
Well, I should say, Governor, now Senator, so great that you're here in the Senate, and what a fantastic job you did as governor, and it was a pleasure serving alongside of you as another energy state. You've got everything, just you get that we are in an energy crisis in our country, and the first place is actually related to electricity. Electricity is at the brink. Our grid is at a point where it could go completely unstable. We could be just months away from having skyrocketing prices for Americans. And of course, as we talked about in the AI arms race, we need electricity for manufacturing, and AI is manufacturing intelligence. And if we don't manufacture more intelligence than our adversaries, it affects every job, every company, and every industry. You understand this, and we've got to get to work. The permitting right now, and some of the queues in FERC for electricity, it's 7 years or longer. And it's a completely, that queue in FERC is 95% intermittent sources and only 5% baseload. We need baseload to be able to allow the renewables to be part of the system. We've got to have the balance between those two, or the grid, which is like a giant machine, just doesn't work. And so we've got to get to work. And permitting reform and speeding permitting. Right now, we've stacked the deck where we are creating roadblocks for people that want to do baseload, and we've got massive tax incentives for people that want to do intermittent and unreliable when the balance is out of whack, and we've got to bring it back in line. And we can do that and still achieve the objectives that we want to have about having cleaner environment, because the U.S. has done that. We are the one nation on the planet that's actually reduced CO2 over the last 20 years. We're the ones that have done it. China's doubled their CO2 emissions in the same time frame.
Well, thank you, sir, and thank you for your kind comments as well. Now, if I could just ask one more question and just shift just a little bit. We all know the outdoors touches our soul, and I'm an outdoorsman like crazy. I have enjoyed hunting and fishing all across this nation, but especially in my home state of West Virginia. And I welcome you to come to West Virginia to experience that just what I'm speaking of. But I would just say just this. We have an attack on our sport of hunting and fishing. You know, hunters absolutely do so much to contribute to all the goodness all across all of our lands, to all the wildlife, to all the different things that happen within the sport of hunting. And I know you share, my love just as much as I know my love. With all that being said, what will you do to ensure that we will perpetuate this unbelievable tradition to our youth and all those to come? What will you do, sir?
Well, Senator, in North Dakota, we've taken steps, as I know other states have done, to create youth hunting seasons, youth hunter education, make it more available, create more opportunities, as we have also done for disabled and wounded veterans. But when we have public lands and we've got public access, the greatest conservationists in our country, and some are probably listening today, but whether it's the the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, Mule Deer, Pheasants Forever, Ducks Unlimited, you name any of these organizations, they're the ones that raise the money that actually pour dollars into conservation in this country. Hunters, the Safari Club, all of these different groups, and of course, President Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, one of the founders of Boone and Crockett. I mean, he was a hunter who also set the ethic for conservation for our country. And so these two things go hand in hand. You cannot separate hunting from the love of outdoors, respect for wildlife, and dollars that flow back into habitat and making sure that we've got a hunting we've got the privilege of hunting for the public. It doesn't matter who you are. In North Dakota, you can get a $20 tag and go on a hunt that's just as amazing as if you were, going to Africa. I mean, it is a miracle that we have in this country, one of the few countries that has that, something we have to fight and protect to preserve.
Thank you, sir. And I've only got just one other comment. President Trump is bringing to us amazing nominees. But in my book, this man, just think just for 1 second. He's super smart. His track record's unbelievable. He has experience off the chart. If anybody is the pick of the litter, it's got to be this man. He's done an amazing job, but he's got courage like you can't imagine. Just think about this. He stood on one leg at the debate, and absolutely with a torn Achilles. And I've been a coach forever in basketball. And I've seen kids get a torn Achilles, and absolutely it is one serious injury. How you did this, I will never know. But nevertheless, I give him kudos for courage beyond belief. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Senator.